everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to my wardrobe. So this video is a video I've wanted to film for the longest time. Like, I can't even tell you. Every time I do a declutter or like a wardrobe clear out, I always really want to film it, but to be honest, it's a task that I find quite daunting. It's a task that I find to be quite overwhelming, and sometimes I just want to get it done and I can't really fathom the idea of also thinking about like all the filming setup and all that sort of stuff. But I have got a little situation going on at the moment. I hope it's okay. And I thought we would go ahead and just sift through my wardrobe for the new year. January is probably the best time to go ahead and do a wardrobe clear out. I think it's great to sort of start the year with a fresh wardrobe, a fresh idea of what's actually in your wardrobe. There are just some things in here that I potentially don't necessarily need, some things that I haven't gravitated towards, and I feel like I just want to start the year almost on like a clean slate, or as clean as it can be without getting rid of absolutely everything. So I thought I would go ahead, set this up for you, and we'll just have a little sift through my wardrobe and see what we can do. I'm sure we all have some sort of order or like an organized mess in our wardrobe. I do. I would say this side from about here, like these pieces, are what I would class as sentimental pieces. So they're things in my wardrobe that I don't think I will like ever get rid of. They sort of have like a place in my heart. So I'll show you those actually because I think it's quite cute. I also don't have fancy hangers or anything like that. I literally just use like the shop ones. I'm not really bothered about it. This is the first thing in there. So they are some massive culottes. They're sort of in like a crepe fabric and like a crepe kind of material, and these were the trousers or culottes I wore for my first ever season at London Fashion Week, so I keep those because it's just like good memories. And then a couple of dresses. So this was the dress I wore for my graduation last summer, and this dress was one I wore for my 18th birthday. I mean, it looks super short now. It was just like massive, like tutu-y. When I was 18, it was cool. And finally, a couple of other dresses. I feel like those sentimental pieces always tend to be dresses. So this one I wore when we did something called Record of Achievement when I left my secondary school. It was basically like prom, but not actually prom because we were in an all-girls school. So it was just sort of like a little awards thing, and this is what I wore. And then on the other side, I have another dress that actually I don't think I wore this for any special occasion in particular, but it was a dress that was like quite expensive at the time, and I loved it. So that's those pieces out of the way, and then we sort of come into my wardrobe. Now, this is a section that I hang up, so most of this consists of like shirts. I've got a couple of blazers in there, a couple of trousers, as well as dresses, and I will admit I don't come into this section that often, which is why I think it looks quite nice in my opinion. I think this looks quite tidy. For that reason, I just really wanted to just go through and make sure that everything that's in here are actually pieces I will use. I've got my Portugal t-shirt, which I bought this summer, or no, technically last summer, for the Euros, and I haven't, this is like my first ever sort of football shirt, so I was quite excited about that. I spent like £60 on it or something ridiculous, and for someone who isn't a football fan, that's crazy. But obviously I'm gonna keep that. I mean, you can use these like year after year, so I'm sure it'll be fine. Then I've got a couple of camis, like quite a lot on the same hanger. This one is a Ted Baker one. It's gorgeously scalloped. It's not necessarily something that I'm wearing at the moment because it's winter, but I know I'll get my wear out of it. Underneath I have a Topshop one, which is like the linen material. Again, it's quite a summery piece. And finally, this one is actually quite old. It's a new look one. It's just got a little bit of lace, but it's the only like black cami I have. I don't really wear camis that often. I feel like these are like a good trio of colours to have. On to some more dressy options, I would say. This is from Primark, and this is fairly recent actually. I think I bought this in my November Primark haul, like the festive edition one. I picked this one up. Still haven't worn that, but I'm sure I will throughout the winter. Then I have a bodysuit, and finally a little floral number from Boohoo, which again I feel like I will wear, so I'll leave these ones. I've also got this top, which is actually a little bit of a random one. I mean, I've never worn it. It's been on my wardrobe for quite a long time. Initially I got this because I had the vision of wearing this with like a midi pencil sort of skirt, but it just hasn't happened, and I don't think it will, so I think I'm getting rid of that. When I say get rid of, I mean I'll just put them to the side. Some of my friends will have a look, I'll take some to charity, and just maybe sell some on to someone who would potentially love them more than I have done, so don't worry, they're not like going to the bin or anything like that. Onto a couple of summer blouses. I didn't like, a lot of my pieces I like to keep in my wardrobe all year round, regardless of whether they are like summer pieces or winter pieces, and these two I would say are that. So this is a new look one. It's just a boxy shirt. They were really, really popular this summer. And then I have a Miss Selfridge one, which I haven't worn. Like, this is an issue for me. I get so many pieces, I think I love them, I pop them in my wardrobe and then just don't wear them. I'm embarrassed at how many of these things probably still have tags on. But this is really cute and I just didn't get to wear it in the spring summer, but hopefully I will this time around. Onto a couple of bodysuits slash like nice tops. So I've got this one from Misguided. It's a bodysuit, but it's clearly off shoulder. I like this, but it does, I mean, it is a little bit of an issue because it doesn't like stay up as well as it should for being an off shoulder. Like, sometimes it sort of falls down, or I find it sliding down and I find myself having to like drag it up all the time, and I think it's because it's a bodysuit. Like, I have quite a long torso and that potentially doesn't work as well, but I do really like this. I think it's beautiful, so I am still going to keep it despite that. Another bodysuit in my wardrobe. This one's got a bit more of like a velvety effect. It's also a, not nude, but it's sheer, so it's got like sheer prints and then the velvet fabric. It's a navy blue, which I don't think I use that often, but do I keep this one or not? I might put this one to a side and have a think about it. You'll have to excuse the fact my ring light and the lighting in this video goes a little bit crazy whenever I hold up something dark. It's because I'm wearing a dark colour as well, which in hindsight probably wasn't like that good of an idea, but like I said, first time I filmed this video, so it's just all about trial and error really, so please bear with me. And so next up we have a black one. I don't know if you can tell, but this is very lacy. It's basically lace, so it's see-through, or sheer I'd say. It's not completely see-through, but I like this. I think this is a nice one again to tuck into like jeans and for like a nice night out or something. This is just a bodysuit. We've got a little bit of a v-neck going on and I just like this. This is probably one of my most picked top for if I don't know what I want to wear, or if I just want to look like casual and basic, I will always gravitate towards this one. Onto some blouses. This is what I mean, everything is in some sort of order. So first up, this one from She Inside. I love this. It's got a bit of a like high-low or like waterfall hem, which I mean I don't love. It's definitely one that I have loved for a long time, and do you know what, I actually think it's time for it to go. Another white shirt, this time from Next. I actually really like this. I think I got this in the springtime, I want to say. It's a really nice one. It's got some sort of oversized sleeves, which I don't know if you can tell, but they do look pretty oversized. It's got these massive pockets, which I just love the detailing, and also it's striped, and I think that's quite nice. It's just like a little bit different to like your plain white shirt. This is a Topshop one. Again, this is so old. It's almost like that military green style, which was super popular at one point, and I've had this in my wardrobe for the longest time. Still something I reach for, so something I'm gonna keep. Another white shirt, this time more of a recent addition. It's almost like that linen sort of feeling, so it does get quite creased, but I loved this in the summer. It was a Topshop one. I mean, I think everybody bought this in the summer, honestly, and I love this. I used this so much throughout the summer, and because it's just like your plain simple white shirt, like linen shirt, I'm sure I'll use it again when we come to spring summer as well. And finally, my favourite shirt, I think I can say that, it's just this leopard print one. It's from Pretty Lavish and I loved this. When animal print first came through, this was the first new item in my wardrobe and I just love it. This is a bit of a weird mix, this section actually. I just have like short dresses. Some are more dressy than others, but they're just an array of short dresses. I've put them up here on the side because when I hold them on I feel like I can't talk as properly, so hopefully that's okay. So starting off with this one from Primark. It's still got the tag, but it's definitely been on my Instagram. I don't know about you if any of you are bloggers or like work in this sort of industry as well, but I buy a lot of clothes as part of my job. Basically, I buy a lot, I am sent quite a lot as well, and usually if I shoot something from my Instagram, like just Instagram as in not wear it out throughout the day, just literally come in and out of shooting it, I will keep the tag on and I'll only take off the tag when I wear it in real life. Like I always say real life. I know my blog and stuff is real life too, but it's not necessarily like a day-to-day representation. Like we all say, it's just the good stuff. So this, despite being on my Instagram, it does still have the tag because I didn't actually wear it like out in real life, but I do really like it. I think it's very pretty. Just this gorgeous wine colour. I think this could be a nice one that I could wear as we go into the spring period, so as we start transitioning into there with like knee-high boots. Or actually, imagine wearing this over like a roll neck like this. It could actually be really nice for the winter with some printed tights and ankle boots. That could actually be quite nice, so I might give that a go. This is why I'm so excited about filming this video. I feel like I'm gonna see things and think of different ways to style them and all that kind of stuff. This is another Primark number, and do you know what? I don't love this one. Again, it's still got the tag on. It was £10. And I loved it because it was leopard print, but it's quite like baggy, it's quite loose and oversized. And I thought I would style this with like a belt and that sort of thing, but I just haven't. You know when you pick something up and you're like, yep, I'll wear it like this, but I don't know, I haven't, and I just don't think that I will, so I think this one might have to go. And then moving on to the slightly more dressy options, I guess. This was a sale purchase from Topshop. Maybe, I think 2 years ago now. I've only worn it once, but it is still in my wardrobe because I just think it's so pretty and I don't want to get rid of it. It's very short. I did try it on the other day because I thought it was like a contender for my New Year's Eve outfits, and I thought it was a little bit too short. But despite that, I do think I'm going to keep it because, like I said, I do really, really like it. Now, these two dresses were actually dresses I loved throughout the summer, but I thought they could transition quite well into the like autumn winter months as well. Like, for example, this one is just a leopard print one, but it's quite a dark leopard print shade, and I think again it would look really great like over a black roll neck like this, so that's why I left this one out rather than storing it. And the other one was this little linen number. This I think I bought via ASOS, but it was a River Island one, and I just thought again this was really cute. I didn't wear this half as much as I thought I would. I thought I would get a lot of wear out of this, but I actually didn't. Despite that, I think I'm going to keep the two of them. If anything, I'd get rid of the River Island one, but it's not taking up any space. Like, I don't really feel like I'm in that position where I need to get rid of stuff, so I think I'm going to keep it a little bit longer. And my final set of dresses are like my sort of going out dresses. I say going out dresses, but I use that term so loosely because I barely ever go out. So this is a Nobody's Child one. I love these Nobody's Child dresses. I think they're gorgeous. They're little A-line numbers and they have a square neckline. They're so flattering. So I love this one. I think I picked it up in the sale maybe last year, I want to say, and it's gorgeous. I wore it for my birthday last year actually, and I'm sure I'll get wear out of this because it's just like a nice basic number. Behind that I have a little slip number. We all know just how popular slip dresses are at the moment. This one was actually meant to be for like the Christmas period, but it did arrive quite late, so I didn't end up wearing it then. But it's gorgeous. Like, it's just a gorgeous mini slip dress. It's so beautiful. And the final one was just a stupid thing I bought one time. Like, I bought this from Misguided. Pretty sure it was a last year sale purchase too. This is why I've decided to do this video now, like just as we've still got January sales going on, because I want to do some January sales shopping, but I don't want to buy like silly things that I don't need, or like things that are in my wardrobe that I've bought in the sale just because they're in the sale and I actually don't need. This was one of those. It's like a velvet dress. It's got a bit of a cowl neck going on. It was just a really like sexy dress, and I just thought, oh my god, I look amazing in this, I want to keep it, but I never wear it, so I think it's time to go. Only one cardigan in here, and it's this sort of like off-white one from ASOS. I'm going to keep it because, like I said, it is the only cardigan I own. On to some blazers next. I know everybody has sort of completely fallen in love with blazers from 2018, and I got a few of them. So the first one I have is this pink one from New Look. I really did like it. I think it was a gorgeous colour. It's perfect for springtime, so I am going to keep it until spring. Then I think this checked one I used last winter, I want to say. I think it was very big last winter. I got quite a lot of wear out of it. Again, it's a New Look one. I haven't really worn it since. I thought I would wear it throughout the colder months, but I mean, it's still winter now, so I might still use it. So I think I'll hold on to it a little while longer. And then finally, my most recent blazer was an autumnal purchase actually. This one was from Primark and I absolutely adored it. It's a long line blazer, it's gorgeous rust colour, and I still love this. I've also got a couple of suits in here. This one is a velvet suit. Again, it was from New Look, so it's just got the velvet trousers and then the matching velvet blazer. I tried this on for, whoa, my camera is going out of control. I tried this on for New Year's, but again, Didn't love it, so I think I'm going to part with this one actually. But my most recent addition, which you may have seen on my Instagram, is this amazing, like, Clueless little set. I love this. It's from Miss Selfridge. It's amazing. Leading us to some trousers. Again, not a huge variety of trousers, purely down to the fact that I practically live in jeans, but I do have a pair of dungarees. These are from New Look. They're just black dungarees. You've got the flap here. And whilst I don't use them all the time, they are like the only ones I own, and they're black, so they're super versatile. And I know that if ever I want someone to just like grab some quickly, I've got these. And then these, I would say, are my more like wintry styles. So this is a pair from Next, and it's just a really nice sort of checked detailing, but in this gorgeous like nudish cream colour, which I think is really nice. And then on the other side, I have these like navy and green striped pair. These I bought like this time last year. I think they were a sale purchase from last year as well. And whilst I don't wear trousers that often, I don't have that many, and I think these two are actually quite versatile. I'm sure I'll probably get some more use out of them throughout the winter. These are some Ted Baker trousers. I got these for a collaboration that I did with Ted Baker actually. It was all about sort of spring styling and like spring weddings, that sort of thing. And they are like embellished with pearls, and they're beautiful for springtime. And finally, a couple of culottes. So these are just standard black culottes. They have a D-ring belt on the side, which is great because they really cinch in your waist, so keeping those. And then on the other side, I have this navy blue pair with like these embroidered flowers on them. Might get rid of the blue pair actually. Which then leads us to this section, which is mostly dresses. So here I actually have some summery dresses, so I am going to leave them. I left them in my wardrobe because when I did my clear out, I was like, oh, I could still use these, I could layer these up. And also just because sometimes it starts getting warm like really, really early on before I do my switch over. And I just wanted to have options. So this one is just like a wrap dress. These ones are the sort of like midi styles that was so popular this summer. Okay, so let's start here. These are also midi dresses, but they are what I would consider more of like going out ones. So here we are starting to go into the realm of like more dressy dresses. This is one from Nobody's Child, which I also got in the sale, which I have also never worn. In my opinion, sale shopping is the absolute worst thing, because I don't know about you, but I end up buying so many things that I won't actually wear. This is one of them, but again, I am going to keep it because I do think it's quite classic. It's just the floral design, and it's got like the whole cold shoulder detailing, so I am keeping that. But just bearing in mind that it was a sale purchase that I didn't really wear. And then this is one from Primark. I actually have this like in a 3/4 length sleeve version as well, and I've worn that one. Don't think I've worn this one. Yeah, I haven't worn this one. It does still have the tag, but I am going to keep it. I love the colour. I love the cut of it. I think it's really beautiful and really flattering. This was a very basic midi dress from New Look. I believe it's just got button downs, just sort of like the jersey ribbed fabric. I think I'll probably still get use out of this. This wrap dress has been in here for the longest time. Still haven't worn it, so I think it's time to go. This is the Primark one I was telling you guys about. So this is just the version with some sort of 1/4 length sleeves. Loved this, loved the buttons, and yeah, definitely keeping this. Another Urban Outfitters sale purchase. Another still with the tag on, oh god. But do you know what, I am actually going to keep this because I do really, really love this. This doesn't look like much on the hanger. I mean, look at how sort of frumpy this looks. But the way I styled this, it comes with the, like the belt kind of thing. Rather than belting it at the front, I belted it at the back, and I think it looked incredible. I have worn this quite a few times though, and I don't know if I'll get any more wear out of this, so I think it's potentially time for this one to go. Oh, this is a gorgeous dress I got as part of a collaboration with Monsoon. I did it last Christmas, well, 2017 Christmas, and I adored this. It's really beautiful. It's just a midi length. We've got sort of balloon sleeves. Beautiful, definitely keeping. I would class these as like my very fancy dresses. So this is a black midi dress. It's sort of a scuba effect. It's got 3/4 length sleeves and a gorgeous leopard print detailing at the top. I love this. It's one of my absolutely favourite dresses. I also have this little number. This one's from Next. I've never worn this, but I think I'll definitely find use for it. And this is a dress from Little Mistress, and it's a gorgeous like khaki green. It's like got these lace, it looks like daisies to me, like lace flowers on it. It's beautiful. Again, just one of those dresses that I feel like I need on standby. And finally, I wore this one to a summer wedding 2 years ago, I think, again in 2017, and I loved this. It's from Dorothy Perkins. It's super pretty, and I just think I'm going to keep this one. I could find use for it again, so I'm going to hold on to it. Finally, we move into some jumpsuits, and this one is a new look one. It's just black and it's ruffled, so I feel like it's just a staple, like a fail safe. Then I've got quite a few on here actually. This one is a cute little polka dot one. It's from Primark, but I think I'm going to get rid of it. I think I used it a couple of times maybe, but just not sure about it. This one is a mint velvet one, which again I'm going to keep. I think it's quite a nice classic. This red one, it's from Quiz, and I think again it's just beautiful. It's just really nice. It's like such a classic, and I feel like you really can't go wrong with keeping classic pieces like that. And the final one is one that I've had in my wardrobe for the longest time. It's an ASOS own brand, and it's like a tall one and it's a wide leg, and I just loved this. I was so happy when I found this, and despite not having worn it that many times, I think I've worn it like a total of 3 times maybe. It was just one of my like best finds, so definitely keeping it. And the last thing in here is a sort of boiler suit from New Look. It's a navy blue colour. It's almost like this velvety kind of material, and I just really liked it. I think it looks great with ankle boots and things. I quite like that it's got that shirt detailing at the top. I just think it's nice, so I keep that in there as well. So that's this side sort of sifted through, and I think that's enough. Because I don't know how long these videos are going to be after editing, what I am going to do is potentially split this into 2 separate videos. So this section for this video, and then move on to the next one for another video. But I don't yet know if that's going to happen or not. So if that does happen, then a big thank you for watching this video. Do tune in again for part 2 of my wardrobe declutter. That will hopefully come really soon. Again, I'm sort of saying this blind, so I have no idea what's going to happen. But I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you're new around here, and leave me a comment down below as well, letting me know what you thought of this video, if you'd maybe like to see more, or if you'd like to see me do something else to do with my wardrobe or my styling. Do let me know, and I will see you all soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.